It's an election year that focuses strictly on local candidates and issues. Here in the northwest suburbs, that means school board races and referendums. In the city of Golden Valley, it also meant city council races and a public building referendum. So what issues are people talking about in Golden Valley? We sent reporter Abdi Mohammed to the polls to find out.
You got to get in when you can.
With key races and a referendum on the ballot, some Golden Valley voters were determined to participate in this year's election.
If you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen.
No matter what obstacles they came across.
I had a fall in my house yesterday and hurt myself really bad, and I can barely walk, but my husband drove me over here because I thought it was really important to vote.
It's our duty as citizens to vote.
Just come out and vote, and you get your word out and get your say in what goes on in Golden Valley.
Every vote matters, whether it's mayoral, city council, or presidential.
Ethan Littman, an election judge at Sandburg Middle School, shared that he first volunteered last year after wanting to take more of a participatory role in democracy. He emphasized the importance of why people should vote in off-year elections.
These off-year elections matter more because fewer people are voting, so it's a more important time than ever to make our voices heard.
Deb Kemp echoed Littman's sentiments and shared what drove her to the polls on a Tuesday morning.
Of course, we have the whole police department, so I'm worried about public safety. So that was a big factor in me coming out to vote.
Determined to vote in an off-year election to make sure her voice was heard. In Golden Valley, Abdi Mohammed, CCX News.
And you can find all the election results on our website, ccxmedia.org. The Golden Valley League of Women Voters is celebrating a big milestone this week.
They received a letter January 6th, 1948, that they were now an official League of Women Voters, local league.
The Golden Valley League of Women Voters is celebrating its 75th anniversary. The League is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization that works to provide voter information. Locally, the League hosts candidate forums before elections. To celebrate the anniversary, the League and the Golden Valley Historical Society are hosting presentations on the organization's history.
Probably the biggest impact is preparing women to become leaders of the community. And I think foremost were, the Golden Valley had the first majority female city council, I believe, in the state.
The celebrations are Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Golden Valley Historic Church and on Saturday at 10 a.m. at Brookview Community Center. It's common for teachers to take time throughout the school year to hone their classroom skills. But what's uncommon is how professional development in the Robbinsdale area school district was facilitated this week. We had a chance to find out.
Just talk about how you might extrapolate this little activity we did. How could you use that in your classrooms?
Class is in session in the Robbinsdale School District.
I am Jessie Lundeen. I'm a school psychologist at Robbinsdale Spanish Immersion.
Only in this case, there's not a single child in sight.
That is why we need to remember that we're teaching self-advocacy.
Monday served as a professional learning day for all of the district's teachers.
I signed up for a skinny session just now.
An opportunity to provide educators with additional tools to use in the classroom.
We have some teachers that have been teaching for 20 years, and then we also have teachers that are, it's their first year teaching. So we wanted to have a variety of choices to meet the needs of all of our teachers.
The first thing we can do is mark our vowel. Very good.
Giving teachers the opportunity to hone their skills is not a new concept. But this year, Robbinsdale decided to take a slightly different approach.
Over the years, we've had teachers request specific types of training. Our curriculum instruction department doesn't have the capacity to meet all of those needs, so we've been kind of empowering our teachers to facilitate learning that they are experts in.
District leaders say it's hard to take a one-size-fits-all approach when you have 900 licensed staff members. But by using this model, they can do more targeted training.
And they feel empowered to start implementing the strategies that they've learned in their classroom.
Strategies that, in the end, will ultimately benefit the kids.
We're trying to make it like a really fun thing that teachers want to come to and look forward to learning.
Healthcare professionals are needed now more than ever. In this week's School Spotlight, Emily Haugen shows how a longtime program at Osseo Senior High is prepping students for the workforce.
In times of crisis,
we're beginning action.
Healthcare workers get to work quickly.
I tripped over one of the cats. I think it was Sparky.
They adapt and make split-second decisions. It's no easy task.
You never know when you're going to be faced with an emergency, and being prepared is a fantastic thing.
We're wrapped for this point. We'll go back into the other room now.
You want somebody that can communicate. You want someone that has a knowledge of what's going on in the proper treatments and the ability to do it.
What's our goals with doing these scenarios?
For now, these students at Osseo High School are just practicing.
We want you to know how you're going to do something, why you're going to do it.
But it's practice that can put them ahead of the rest.
So just go through your inventory.
These courses are an option for students through Osseo's Health Science Magnet program.
So your team right here.
EMS program director David Casella says it gives juniors and seniors a head start into the future with certifications in CPR, first aid, and eventually emergency medicine.
They start out basic and work their way all the way up to the point where they're employable as an EMT.
Yeah. Linda Viana Jordan wants to become a midwife. She says the class has given her confidence and skill.
You can use this stuff on your regular day basis. Like, say your little sister fall, break her, twist her ankle, like you'll know how to splint that.
How are you going to splint that leg? Why are you splinting it that way?
Students jump from in-class instruction.
We have a call of a student that's been injured on the stairwell.
To these emergency scenarios.
It hurts so bad.
It's a hands-on way for kids to grow and fill a need that grows wider every year.
I'm continually impressed with what a high school student is capable of if you give them the opportunity.
In Osseo, Emily Haugen, CCX News.